What's up, y'all? It's LanayPaya. I appreciate each and every one of you for tuning in today. No matter what day you tune in, doesn't matter if it's the day I upload or, years later. Whenever you're guided to this reading, there is a message for you, okay? This is a pick a card reading. I have 3 options that I would like for you to choose from. You can also choose more than one if you're drawn to it, okay? If you are drawn to more than one, believe that there are multiple messages here for you. The universe speaks in, symbols and energy. Everything is energy, okay? So if you're drawn to something, there's something there for you. So as a reader, my intention is to speak to your higher self and guide you to your heart's truest desires, okay? I am here to spread the messages of the Most High and not dismiss any other energies that does not belong in this atmosphere. So make sure you listen to your intuition, okay? Take what resonates only, leave the rest, okay? Because this is a collective reading. And if you would like a personal reading, check the description box for more details, okay? More than likely, you can hit me up on Instagram at LanayTheDrug, okay? My email, you can email me as well, but I will get to you quicker on Instagram, okay? So let's get to it. Overall, for everybody, I want you to know that in general, because this message is about, what are your first impressions? What first impressions do you make? Okay? Meaning, what do people first notice about you? It's not necessarily what you mean to put out there, but what are people actually receiving from you? It's to help you to actually understand how you're being perceived, basically. Because a lot of us, we might go out there, we think we're being one way, and then we don't understand, other people's perspectives because we only seen one side of life, okay? So it's about opening our minds up to what other people may feel, think, and, be comfortable with or uncomfortable with, and, stuff like that. So with the overall energy right here, a message to everybody, the main collective energy before getting to the pick a card, we have Justice, we have the 9 of Wands, and we have the Star card. So I am getting this energy of making sure that you're still standing your ground no matter how other people view you. Okay, make sure that you're still making the best decisions for yourself. Okay, I understand that you might want to take care of others, and that's a good thing. You want to take care of others, but you also want to take care of yourself. So make sure in the midst of you trying to create a good environment and have good first impressions or whatever, make sure that you're still being yourself, your authentic self, okay? Because with the Justice card, I'm getting that regardless, everybody's going to have their own opinion anyway. You can't please everybody, right? So even if you do decide to be more nice or be more stern or whatever, make sure you're doing that for you, because you might be doing that for one person in particular, and they might still not appreciate the hard work you have put in to grow in that area, but other people will. So it's just up to you to, be who you want to be. But also realize that what's for you is for you. You can't destroy that shit. Don't try to fit in to any environment that's really not working out, okay? Don't overwork yourself. And that's what I'm getting with the 9 of Wands. It's about protecting your energy and protecting yourself. Not letting people run you over with their own opinions and their judgments. Being yourself no matter what, okay? And the Star card confirming that you are the star of your own show, this is your reality. This is your world. So in your own world, create your own reality. Nobody else really exists but you. So it's everybody else is just a character, What do you want to do? What do you want to make of this life? So it's not necessarily about them, but you can use this reading as a tool to understand what impressions you do make. So maybe you can maneuver it or, whatever. Because at the same time, we might have our intentions, like I said, right? You have an intention to be more, softer or whatever you want to be, right? And you might be coming off very awkward or timid. You don't know what you're coming off as. So that's what this reading's about. Just to expose to yourself, confirm. It's also entertainment, It's entertainment. It's not necessarily just to be all serious, because this is not that serious. What your impressions are, who gives a fuck, Unless you're really just trying to do something with it. So take this reading however you want to take it, Use it as a tool Okay, but just know that I'm speaking to your higher self. I'm not promoting any bullshit. I'm not promoting any egotistical behavior, but we all have free will. I have no control over that, okay? So we have 3 options here, okay? We have option 1, option 2, and option 3. And so if you would like to skip to your section, go ahead and go to the description box, and your timestamps are below, okay? It might also be in the comment section, okay, but it'll definitely be in the description box if you would like to skip ahead. If not, you can listen all the way through, because there are more than likely messages for everybody in every pile. But yeah, let's get into it. So, pile number 1, I'm getting this energy that I just heard tall, dark, and handsome. Okay, so you might not even be a masculine energy, but that's what I'm getting. Like, you have a masculine energy, a masculine presence to you. Okay, even if you're a woman, I'm getting this energy where you get money. You're like a provider, or you're always making something out of nothing. Like, you're very you're like a go-getter. Like, you're definitely a go-getter. With the Page of Pentacles here, I'm getting you're always into something new that makes you money. So, like, I'm not getting that you have to be stuck in one area, like you've been at your job for 10 years, 30 years, 15 years, nothing like that. But I am getting that whatever you're doing, like, you're always doing something. And it's always like you might have a bunch of side hustles type shit, or like, you always have money, or you're always finding a way to make money. It's always something that you're getting into, is what I'm getting. And so people look at you like, you know, like, you're very generous. Okay, you're very lighthearted and kind, and I'm getting there's something here, like, you're very charismatic. Like, you can talk to people, and people feel very welcomed in your energy, like, you're friendly, okay? But I feel like that's what also gets you a lot of opportunities, is your mouth. Like, you speak with confidence and with substance. Like, you talk about real things, okay? Things that most people don't really think about, or like, you have a lot of bright ideas that people really value. Like, they value your presence, they value your advice and stuff like that. So next we had a Knight of Cups. So with the Knight of Cups here, this is somebody who is very caring. So that's what I was getting, this generous energy. But the Knight of Cups is somebody who is kind of flirtatious as well. So you get money, but you also, I just saw like a smile. Like, it's some type of smirk that you have that people just really, like, it turns people on, is what I'm getting. Like, people are like, who is this person? Like, why are they looking at me like this? But you might not even try to do it. It's just something about you that, like, your personality makes people feel good and like, they want to flirt back too. Like, they feel like you're flirting with them. And it's really because you just feel so good and smooth, like, with yourself. Like, you just feel very comfortable in your own skin. And like I said, you're always optimistic. Like, you're always looking to the next thing, what's possible, what's new. Okay, so they can feel that energy that you're open to something, and they want to give back to you. But you're naturally like that. You're naturally giving, you're naturally loving to people, and people love you for that. Okay, so we have the 8 of Summer. This is what's tricky about you. I feel like you give all this energy. You're very loving. You're very giving. Like, if somebody needs something, you will give the shirt off of your fucking back. You don't mind, because you know that there's more out there. Like, you don't have to get attached to one thing, right? So with that being said, I'm getting that, you can spend so much time with somebody and really connect. Like, you might not even spend that much time. Like, when you connect with somebody, it feels like y'all have known each other forever, right? Well, with the 8 of Summer, which is the 8 of Cups, it's like you move on so quick. Like, people don't know, like one day you're there and 1 minute you're gone. Like, it's just like crazy. Like, people are like, wow, like, I hope they come back one day. Like, it's like a long lost love. Everybody feels that way about you. Like, you're their long lost love. So with the 8 of Cups right here, it says the desire for a more meaningful life, realizing that it's time to move on, choosing to make major life changes. So that's what I'm getting that your personality is too. Like, you're always on the go. You're always moving on to what's new. Like I said, But with the desire for a more meaningful life, I'm getting that you're kind of discontent with yourself in a way, even though you come off this way to other people because you give so much, like, you give off a very calm and peaceful energy. But I feel like it's because inside your mind is kind of chaotic, honestly. And so this was just like extra. I don't know why I'm picking up these downloads, because I wasn't really trying to get that deep into the reading. Like, this was more on, your first impressions, your, how you look to people. But I was being guided to tell you that, like, yes, you come off this way to people because it's something deeper within you that you kind of are insecure about. Like, you're not really feeling this way all the time. Even though you come off flirtatious and shit, like, sometimes you really feel frustrated, or sometimes you really feel like, you know, like you can't settle, you can't sit down. It seems like this type of lifestyle has a hold on you. Like, you have to be this way because this is what everybody knows you as. And so you're being guided to really detach from your ego. Like, you don't have to show up the same every day, every time you see somebody. It's okay to, like, be human. Like, you don't have to be a character all the time. And that's part of being a human being. Like, people have to see different sides of you. And that doesn't mean surprise them. Like, one day you're like this, the next day you're like that. Because that's what I'm getting to. Like, some of you can be very flip-floppy, wishy-washy. Okay? But your first impressions, though, like, that's what I'm getting. Your first impressions are very loving and relaxed and generous. And you give and you give. And, you smile and you're very content with yourself. But then after knowing you for so long, they see that you're not really like that. Like, you abandon things very quickly. You're nice to everybody when you first see them, but then over time you stop being nice, like, because you get bored with them is what I'm getting. There's a bored energy. Wow, this reading got so deep. It wasn't meant to get this deep, but maybe you're meant to hear this because, I'm getting that you're kind of like a heartbreaker to some people. Like, they really feel like, there was something there when really in reality it wasn't. Okay, it's just that you give off this energy when in reality you don't feel that way. It's a persona. And if you don't really feel that way, that's when it's manipulation. Okay, you need to be aware of that. Okay, that's something Spirit wants you to know. Like, you might be coming off to people, like with this Page of Pentacles, it's like you're coming off like you want to do something with somebody, but then they're expecting you to come back and you don't show up. Like, Page of Pentacles is something very tangible. It's something material. Like, it could be a relationship. It could be a job offer. It could be, an opportunity, whatever it is. Like, you could be meeting with somebody and going on a date or something of substance, something valuable, right? Okay? You can make plans with somebody regardless. And these plans, you're very flirtatious when it's happening. Like, you're like, wow, yes, we could do that. That sounds nice and stuff like that. But then when it comes to really doing stuff, like, putting your energy into it versus like feeding off of their happiness, I feel like you kind of get distant because you don't want to put your energy into it. Like, you're afraid to put put all your eggs into one basket is what I'm getting. Like, you don't want to be betrayed. You're scared of, you don't trust people. That's what I'm getting. You don't trust people. So you kind of like keep your distance. Okay, there's a shallowness about you is what I'm getting, but it's really because you're afraid. You're afraid of true love. You're afraid of connection and real, companionship, like a true teamwork type of energy. Like, you can literally lean on somebody and they can lean on you too. You give off that energy like you can do it. Like, you'll do it no matter what. Like, you're there. You don't give, you know what I'm saying? But you do. Like, you're not really trying to do that right now. And that's okay that you're not trying to do that. It's okay. Like, I feel like you've picked up this persona because you feel like you have to be that way. Okay, you feel like, that's what people like about you, or you feel like people won't love you if you don't give, or you don't come off as this happy person. And that's not true. I'm getting that your people will love you regardless of how you come off. Okay, of course, sometimes people have to distance themselves from you if you're not in alignment. Like, if you're disturbing the community, disturbing the peace of everybody else. I understand if you're feeling chaotic within yourself, that's something that you work on within yourself. And sometimes if you need help, communicate that with the community and they will help you. But if you're coming off rude and undisciplined and very, disturbing shit, like you're being selfish, you know what I'm saying? that energy is going to reflect back to you. You're going to attract people who don't give a fuck about you neither. All they care about is themselves. You're going to attract opportunities that you thought were going to lead to something, then it never led to anything, you know? You attract what you are, okay? So, yes, I mean, that was pile number 1. Like I said, I didn't mean to get that deep into it. I'm not sure what spirit wants me to do with these piles here. I might end up getting deep with the other ones. I don't really know, but I appreciate y'all for tuning in. I hope the reading resonated with you. Please comment if it did. If you would like to book a personal reading for more details, okay, DM me at LanayTheDrug on Instagram. You can also send me a donation or a tip at LanayTheDrug on CASHAPP. And yeah, y'all, thank y'all so much for tuning in. Don't forget to subscribe, like the video, and comment. And I will see y'all in my next one. Let me move on to pile number 2. So pile number 2. The energy that I'm getting that you give off to people is that you hold a lot of wisdom, okay? People feel like you hold a lot of truth, like it's prophet type of energy. Like you talk to people and they really feel like you awaken them, like you help them realize things that they never saw before. You point them in the right direction. You show them, like you help them have realizations, okay? People really feel safe in your energy because they want you to guide them. There's something here, like you have a very divine guidance type of energy. Like it's very sacred. People want to follow your lead. You're a leader, okay? People feel like also not only that, but you're very stern. Like some of you, like this, take how it resonate because you know it's the collective energy. This Ace of Swords right here is going to hit different for each and every one of you. Like it's the energy where some of you, like I said, you're a prophet. You like to speak truth. You like to speak from that third eye energy. Talk to God and then talk about God. You know, you want to spread the truth. And then others of you, like you're very stern. You're very serious. Okay. You might not speak more than you have to. Okay. You're straight to the point type shit, right? And because you're straight to the point, it gives people an energy where they feel like they have to do what you say. You're not playful like this. It's not their, I'm getting, it's not their type of energy here where they can play with you. People know they can't play with you. Like you're very serious, but it's not where they're scared of you or anything like that. It's just where they respect you. They respect what you have to say. Your voice kind of shakes the room up. People listen when you speak. But I'm getting that this is a God-given power. God gave you this gift because you are some type of speaker, or you're meant to speak for others or take up for others in some kind of way, okay? Or for some of you, if it's not take up for others, it's literally like teach others, okay? That's what I'm getting. So the next card we have is the Chariot. Okay, so the Chariot is about moving forward. So yes, like I was saying, it's something here that y'all do, y'all say. It's something that y'all express that makes people just go. Like it makes people just take action, or like they don't even think for themselves sometimes. They feel like you are the leader. You think you are the one to do it. And be careful with that, because you don't want to be like the one that people just don't want to think around you. Like they're always asking you what the fuck to do, when that's tiring, you know? Like you're a human too. You don't want to always feel like the pressure is on you to make decisions, okay? So I'm getting that type of energy where everybody's depending on you to make these serious ass decisions. Or, you know, even when it's not that serious, like they just want to know your opinion. They want to know what the fuck you're going to do about something, when like, damn, mind your business. You know what I'm saying? Like people don't mind their business around you. They're always wanting to know what the fuck you're doing. And they always want to know if you're following your own advice. Okay, like you might teach people things, but then they always want to come across you and be like, you know, well, what about this? What about when you did that? Okay, like fuck when I did that. That doesn't mean I can't speak the truth. Okay, the truth comes through people. Like we're all human beings. We all make mistakes, and sometimes we perceive things differently in different time zones. You know what I'm saying? But in a time, in a certain place, whatever truth that you have to speak, people still needed to hear that. No matter what you choose to do in the future to make a mistake or whatever, like whatever people choose not to agree with, that's on them. But they can't make that an excuse not to listen to the real shit about you. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm getting. Like people be wanting to team up on you, like, you know, this is wrong. Like, why would you do this and do that? But they're really doing that because they have high expectations of you. They put you on a pedestal where they kind of treat you as God when they're not realizing that you are a gift from God. Like, God is working through you. You are not God, but you know what I'm saying? That's what that is. But for some of you, it's like, you might need to be aware of that yourselves. You might need to be aware that, like, I'm not God, this is a power, and use it in the right way, because some people might feel controlled by you. Literally, they don't know how to, they don't feel like they can think for themselves. They don't feel like they have that choice to think for themselves when they're around you, because you're so direct, like you're, like bossy. That's the energy I'm getting. Yeah, we have the Five of Summer, which is the Five of Wands, which deals with conflict here, okay? So I feel like a lot of people just have conflict with you when they first meet you. They might not feel like that in the long run. So I'm getting, like, in the long run, people really admire you. Like, the people that stick with you, they are long-term friends. They're pretty much family, okay? They're not going anywhere, because if they stick with you, they understand you. They're able to read between the lines, okay? You might have like this militant face, this militant vibe where you're always serious. You don't smile that much, but people still see the humor in you. Like, people still see the good in you. Like, they see the vulnerable side of you. Even though you come off very serious and like you got it all together, they still see through that shit, okay? That's what I'm getting. Like, the right people will see through that. But, like, as a first impression, people just feel like you think you're the shit. You come off superior, like you know it all. People want to team up against you, and they kind of want to go, like, they kind of want to play like devil's advocate and just see, like, what you would do in certain circumstances, okay? In certain situations. So the Five of Summer says, trust that there's a reason for everything that happens. Remove yourself from negative emotions of others, focusing on that which frightens or worries you, okay? So take that how it resonates. This could be something that you're dealing with right now, like whatever the card is saying, about the conflict. You might be dealing with a bunch of bullshit in your mind to where you feel like, yes, that's what I'm getting. Like, you have a lot of conflict within. This group is different. Like, it's like split into two different groups here, okay? Because like I was saying, some of you have this God-like mentality where, you're always praying. You have a very righteous lifestyle. You like to live righteously. You think before you act. You think before you speak, okay? The others of you might not think before you speak, but you know that you have a powerful voice, okay? And so take how it resonates. Some of you have conflict within, like with that powerful voice that you have. You use that and it does startle people, but there's an energy within you that you're afraid of, okay? There's a loud voice within you that you're not really listening to, okay? But it's kind of forcing you to listen. It's like a mirror, right? So think about it. If you're in a room and you're trying to get your point across, nobody's listening to you. So then you become angry, and then you start stumping your feet and start acting a fool, and then people start listening and they start moving, right? That's the energy I'm getting. Like, you use your voice. You've come to a point where you use your voice to control people, but it's because you come from a place of not being able to do that before. Like, in the past, nobody heard you. Nobody really understood you. People really went out of their way to make fun of you and just to like talk over you and shit, right? And so now there's this energy where you like, you kind of retaliated. You're retaliating right now. Like, you're not going to do that shit to me. I'm going to talk over you before you talk over me. Okay? And so, but I'm getting that it's like creating this cycle. Okay? It's this cycle where, you constantly feel like you're in competition when you're not. You don't have to talk over everybody. You don't have to be the first one to speak. You don't have to be the loudest one, because everybody's not like that. You know what I'm saying? You're not going to continuously run into those type of people, especially if you've already dealt with this situation. Okay, you've already overcame this. You've already found your voice. So you don't have to keep, overdoing it and using it every time, you have to prove a point. When you prove a point, it's okay to just say it how you mean it, and just like, trust that people heard you. Trust that people are choosing to listen when they're like, even if you are loud, even if you choose to like yell at somebody, right? That doesn't mean that they really heard you for what you're trying to say, like, you might make them move and do something in that moment, but in the long run, they still might not understand why you did that. Okay? So sometimes it's best to just really think before you speak or even express something. Like, you might be trying to prove a point by leaving somebody behind or doing something to hurt somebody, right? Or make somebody question themselves and change. But in reality, even if you do that, that doesn't mean that they're going to learn that lesson. Okay? That's what I'm getting. So it's best to, just kind of back up off people. Like, speak your truth. Always speak your truth. Never hold anything in, but don't put any pressure on everybody else to listen, because that's their free will. Just like you have free will to speak. And the people that listen, that's how you know that they're meant to listen. They're meant to hear you. Those are the people you're meant to pay attention to, not the other shit, okay? So that's what I'm getting. But for others of you, it's like I'm getting that you have conflict with other people because you come off very stern and you come off very like, like you're not open to what anybody has to say. Like you like I said, you pray all the time, you meditate all the time, you're very connected with higher power, right? With source energy. God really loves you. God really gives you like downloads. Like, you might be an empath. You might be a very intuitive person where you spread signs, just like, like me, like I'm spreading on this video. You might feel that same way. Like, you can tell other people about themselves, about their life. You can help them grow in some way. Okay? I'm getting that you do have a power. People can feel this shit on you. They want it. They want those blessings, right? But the way that you present yourself can make people not want it anymore. Okay, it's because you come off a little too strong. Like, you're not open to what anybody else has to say. You're not open to what they might actually be going through. There's like this lack of empathy. Like, you're not, it's like, be a little human, have a little more emotion when you're doing this, okay? Because even if you're right, you can always be right, but still feel for another person. Understand what they're going through in that moment. Understand that they might not always be strong enough in that moment to make the right decision, because life can really kick us in the ass in so many different ways. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just getting, it's important to just like be open to other people's lifestyles, and not saying that you need to change who you are at all, but just be open to how you present yourself. Like, don't, and that's if you really care. Like, if you want people to perceive you how, you're trying to come off, because I'm getting that you just really, you don't mean any harm. You know what I'm saying? You don't mean any harm at all. Like, you really want to help. You're really there to help people. You want people to really, know something, know the truth about something. You want people to see something. But I'm getting that it's just like, it's kind of suspicious how eager you are to do this. It's almost like, do you believe in your truth, or are you too busy trying to make everybody else believe it? You know what I'm saying? So that's where that comes in. Like, you want to balance out, why are you doing this? Because you don't want to overwork yourself trying to prove something to the point where you're not even feeling it on the inside anymore. You know what I'm saying? You're not even that way anymore. You've sold your soul. Okay? So that's what I'm getting, y'all. Like, your first impressions, you come out very stern, you come out very serious. Like, people really want to hear what you have to say, but then some people feel like intimidated. Like, hold on, it's a little bit too much. They need it to be a little bit watered down or a little bit sugar coated, because it's like, I'm getting that it's not just even, sometimes it's not just coming from a pure space. Sometimes you're coming from an egotistical space where you really have something to prove, when you don't have to prove anything. It's just expression. Clearly express yourself peacefully, get it out. If you have something to say, just say it. It's okay. Like, if don't nobody hear it, you're pretty much like, God is using you to warn people before he decides to step in. Okay? Or the universe decides to step in. Okay? And he, she, whatever, I'm speaking on masculine energy, like, when that masculine energy steps in and takes control of something. So that's why I call God he, or the higher power he. But that doesn't mean that a feminine energy can't do the same thing. It just means that the masculine is more powerful when it comes to taking that action, though. You know what I'm saying? Feminine energy is more dreamy and intuitive, and like we might be able to tell directions and stuff, but we, as far as movement and stuff, we're not that big on that, you know. So don't confuse when I say God is like, because I'm not speaking on no religious type of term. I'm very open to different types of mindsets and what we call God, okay? But I believe God is everything, okay? So that's why I say the universe in general. But at the end of the day, God is one thing. Like, there's one energy that is God, and God is the highest power of all. And we can't really, you don't want to confuse that with little things in the universe that don't mean shit, because that can be destroyed. God can't be destroyed. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, people can be destroyed. I'm not God. God is working through us, but we are God at the same time. It's trippy, but you know, God does want the best for y'all. And there's a gift that y'all have to be able to speak to people, because y'all do have wisdom, but it's like y'all need to be more organized, okay? Start writing down your thoughts, start writing down your ideas, and, you know, even your words, like write a book, whatever. Like, there's something here that you need to be more organized in, so that when you express it, it comes out clear, you know, it's clear. People actually see it the way that you see it. It's not just a sloppy presentation, because I'm getting that you have anger behind your truth. There's different emotions that you have behind this truth that's coming out. It's like people are seeing it when, you know, they don't really necessarily want to see it, but it's like you're showing it on accident, because you have, you know, traumas. You're going through shit. It's coming through on accident. And that's why you have to deal with that shit. You don't want to just overlook what you're going through and just be like covering it up and doing stuff like, you know, speaking your truth when, or not just speaking your truth, but just speaking the truth when you have your own truth that you have to heal too, if that makes sense. Because there's a world truth, but there's also your truth. You have your own life to live, okay? So make sure you're taking care of yourself. All right, but I mean, it's a lot. Like, I can speak on this path forever, okay? Like, there's a lot with this energy. If you would like more detail on a situation, if you would like a personal reading in general, just hit me up on Instagram, okay? I also have my email. Everything is in the description box. My Instagram is LanayTheDrug, okay? But I will respond faster on there, okay? If you would like a personal reading. My Cash App is also LanayTheDrug if you would like to donate or leave a tip for the channel, okay? I really appreciate all tips, donations, support in general. Please don't forget to like the video, subscribe, comment if it resonates, okay? I really appreciate each and every one of you. And I will see you guys in my next video. And I'm going to move on to pile number 3, okay? Bye-bye. So, pile number 3. The first impressions that you make to people, we have the Queen of Swords right here, right? And what I'm getting is that you're very, very intelligent. You're very wise. People really respect you. They love you, okay? I feel like you have a very soft energy about you as well. Like, even though you come off intelligent and wise, and people respect you, because I feel like what you have to say is very valuable. You hold lots of key information that, you know, people can use in life, right? But there's something still warm about you. Like, you're graceful. You're graceful. There's something here, like you do the right thing. You want to do the right thing. And this, you might also have been drawn to pile number 2, because this reading, like this energy is already starting to feel like pile number 2, where, you know, like, you pray, you connect with God, you connect with yourself. You are very in tune with the universe, right? Even whether you know it or not, okay? Some people, they meditate and they just clear their minds. They don't even know that shit. They're just in tune. But I'm getting that if you're listening to this right now, you're very in tune, and people really respect you. Like, people can feel you. Like, they feel you. They feel your words. When you speak, they feel you. Okay, you don't have to prove anything. Like, people just believe you. Like, you could literally lie to somebody just because you're so in tune, and you've done this, like, you've told the truth so much. You're very righteous. I'm getting that righteous type of energy. Okay. That like if you told somebody that you lost, like if you went to the bank and told them that like you lost $1 million and you need it recovered, they would fucking recover it for you, just because like you have a gift that people can feel your words. Like they feel like whatever you say is real. They believe whatever you say, because I don't know, like I don't know why. Like I said, it's something that you obviously deserve, because I'm getting that you're very in tune. If you're in tune, you're in tune. And when you're in tune, that's God. That's God energy. Like, you're going to be protected. You're going to be, like, of light. Like, people are going to be drawn to you. The people that's, especially are confused, people that don't know better, people that have never thought about the things that you know now. Like, they're going to be drawn to you so that you can open them up to that type of lifestyle, that type of mindset, and that energy and stuff, right? So that's what I'm getting, y'all. Like, that's the first card that came out, the Queen of Swords. They really respect what you have to say. And with it being a Queen of Swords, it's just something that comes off very sweet about it. Like, they know that you mean it from the heart, even if it comes off harsh sometimes, because you mean what you say, and the truth hurts sometimes, right? It can come off harsh, but they know that you mean it from the heart. Like, you mean well. You don't want anybody to feel any type of way. You just want people to do well, okay? So we have the Three of Swords came in reverse, okay? So the Three of Swords, it's a very painful energy. Somebody has been traumatized, emotionally just ripped apart. You know what I'm saying? The Three of Swords, somebody who's just been stung so many times by, like, I'm getting not even warned before it happened, just devastated, just like, oh my God, this broke my heart. Like, so many heartbreaks, okay? So I'm getting that you have dealt with this type of energy, okay, a lot in your life. And people can feel the pain in your voice. They feel the pain. They see the pain in your eyes. They see the love in your eyes as well. They see that you've overcome so much. All of this pain that you've been through, you've overcome so fucking much. You're a healer. You are a healer. Your words heal. Your words heal people. You help people. Like, you can just say, like, you can speak something to existence. People literally believe you. You can just say, like, you can call somebody an angel and they will feel like an angel for a fucking week, just because you called them that, when they know good and well they ain't no fucking angel. You can call somebody a demon. They will really feel like a demon, because your words, like, they know it's coming from something. They know you're not just talking out of your fucking ass. Like, you're speaking from a place where you're conscious. You know what the fuck is going on. You're not playing games, So people just listen to you. Okay? And the people that's equally as powerful as you in this area, like, if they have the same gift with that communication, not saying that you're not unique, I'm saying, because you have your own way of working this gift. Like, you have that energy, you have the gift, but somebody else can have that same energy, but their brain works another way, and they could be, moving a whole nother way. If you met somebody that was equally on your same level in this area, this person, like, y'all would literally have to respect one another, because y'all know that it's coming from love and light. And it's just a different perspective, You might have your truth, okay? But they have their truth too. And, they realize that, it's vice versa. There's no judgment. It's just all love. So, like, you're open. You're not really stuck on whatever it is you're trying to put out. Like, if you have a piece of information, you're going to put it out there. But if somebody has any feedback and they have any questions, you're open to listening. You're open to that shit. Like, So that's the difference between pile number 2 is what I'm getting. Because pile number 2, it was more of an energy where people they felt kind of afraid. There was kind of like a very masculine energy about pile number 2, where, they were very stern and direct, and it very much made people afraid of them. It made people, like, act without thinking. They feel like they had to do it or there were going to be consequences or something, right? But with you, it's like they feel the freedom. They feel like you're giving them a choice. You're giving them a piece of light information. You're giving, a gift. It's a gift. And with the Three of Swords right here, not only have you been through so much, but you feel when other people have gone through shit. God has given you this gift for a reason. You can feel other people. You can really connect with people who, can't connect with the general public, like it's some type of underground energy you have here where you might speak to the inner cities or something here. People who are in poverty, people who are depressed, something here like that, okay? People who are going through the dark night of the soul. Like, it's a very dark energy here that you're dealing with, but you have a very bright perspective about it. So you're able to heal people. You're a healer. The Three of Swords came in reverse, so that means the swords are being taken out of somebody's heart, somebody's back, somebody's energy, somebody's, like, the sword represents truth, right? If there's a Three of Swords, though, it's too many different swords going on. There's different types of truths happening here, different perspectives that just leave you confused and bottled up inside and make you feel like, okay, I'm emotionally drained. Like, that's what that is. The Three of Swords it emotionally drains you. It makes you feel confused as to why something had to happen to you like that. It hurt. You weren't aware. Caught you off guard. You know what I'm saying? Because it's different if, okay, you're expecting something to come from your left or your right, but then something come from behind your fucking back. It's like, damn. Or the top of your head or from under your feet. It's like, hold up. Like, I didn't expect that. So it's something you have to recover from. But I feel like you have recovered from this multiple times, literally. Somebody has, like, different people have betrayed you multiple times. It's so many different scenarios where you felt like, well, damn, even if it's not literally like you've been betrayed, you've seen so many different type of truths in the world. You see how the world works. You know what I'm saying? So with you knowing how the world works, you're able to comprehend things and communicate that with people who don't understand that shit, who feel like they have to react in ways that they don't want to react. Like, if you're feeling angry, people feel like they have to act in violence when in reality there's a bigger picture. You help people to see the bigger picture. That's an example. You're a healer. Okay, so the last card we have is the Eight of Swords, the Eight of Winter here. So this is all swords here. The Queen of Swords, the Three of Swords, and the Eight of Swords. But the Eight of Swords is about a breakthrough, okay? It's about a breakthrough. It's about seeing past the illusions, okay? Seeing past the bullshit. It says you have what it takes if only you believe in yourself. Thinking that you're powerless when you're not. A lack of self-confidence that keeps you from getting what you want. Okay, so that's what I'm getting, that you keep people on their toes. You help people to see what their power is. What can they do to, help the situation versus feeling like a victim, okay? You help people to get out of that rut, that dark night of the soul energy. You help people to see their power. And also, just the good in all things, okay? No matter how bad things hurt, like, people really, like I said, y'all, it's something with your voice. It's in your voice. It's in your eyes. It's in the way you move. It's something here. Like, you set an example. Your energy really heals. You don't even have to fucking try to heal anybody. You can just tell somebody, thank you, I love you, I appreciate this, or have a good day, and it will literally happen for them. You heal people, y'all. Like, if they lay eyes on you and they take in your presence, they will start to feel your energy and they will become healed. They will start to have awakenings. They will start to become more enlightened as to who God is, what God can do, because they see the pain on you, bruh. They see how hurt you have been, and they see that you're still here. It's scary. It's scary. And it makes them move. It's something about your energy that just makes them want to, it makes them feel free. It makes them feel free. And they, like, I don't know, they want to respect you. They want to give you something in return too. Like, they respect the fuck out of you. Like, I'm getting elder energy here. Elderly energy. Like, you don't have to be up in age or anything, but there's this old soul. Like, you have a very old soul. Like, when you say something, you fucking mean it, and you're not playing. But you don't give a fuck if nobody listen or not. You already know, like, it's your choice. I already warned you. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm getting. That's the energy I'm getting. I already warned your ass, but I'm going to tell you the truth. And people just feel like, well, I have to listen because I know she's speaking facts. I know he's speaking facts. It's coming from love. They're not trying to force me to do nothing. They know that these people know that you're not trying to force anything onto them. They know that you're not trying to manipulate them. They can feel the power within your words. They feel the pureness. They feel the cleanliness. They feel God in your presence. Okay? And that's all I'm going to say, y'all. Shit. But with you right here, though, like I said, you've been through a lot of bullshit. You've been through a lot of pain. And so there's something here where it would help if you push through, you know what I'm saying? Talk to yourself this way sometimes. I feel like you do a lot of healing. You do a lot of help in the community. But sometimes you really need this same love. You need this same type of healing. Okay, I feel like you feel alone most days. You feel like nobody understands you. But in reality, it's like the same way you give to other people, it's time to give to yourself. And also allow yourself to open up to other people to do this for you. Because the same way that you have this gift, there's other people who also have the gift. Like they can heal you, you know? People that know more than you know. Like you don't know everything either, you know what I'm saying? You have a certain gift that God gave you. Like that light was meant to help others, but somebody else has a light that's going to help you. And so it's important to open up to what the universe has for you and stop just trying to embody what God is, you know, like don't just get too caught up in being what God, I don't know, like, what am I trying to say? Like, you don't have to be perfect, basically. Like, you don't have to be perfect, okay? That's really what this is. It's a perfectionist energy where, you know, you're like, well, I shouldn't need help because I'm a healer. You feel like because you help people or because you have something of your own, you don't have to accept it from others because you already have enough. I understand that. Like, that's true. But then again, it's like, at least learn how to give it to yourself. You give so much of it to other people that at some point, whatever gift you have, what is it? What is the use of it if it's not benefiting you? It's just you're giving it all away. I feel like this energy comes from, you know, a lack of self-esteem. You feel like you're very powerful, okay? You're very, very powerful. And it's almost the same energy like if you had a lot of money, right? Instead of just saving the money and feeling rich with it, feeling wealthy, feeling like, okay, I deserve this, I can keep my own money, you feel like you have to go donate it to charities and go help your family out, go help out the hood, go help out your best friends and people that never really cared about that shit in the first place. But you just feel like you have to give because you love them, or this is what you were taught, you know? But what about you? Like, you've done all this for a reason. You've done all of this healing, this work for a reason. You have to be able to talk to yourself and get yourself through shit too, you know? And that's what I'm getting. Like, you know that you can do this, but it's like you kind of abandoned yourself. Like, sometimes you do that. Like, you know your gift. When it all comes down to it, you know how to heal yourself. But I feel like you wait till the last minute to heal yourself. You get very drained by other people's emotions and what all curiosities they have going on. Like, whatever problems they have going on in life, you're ready to help them. But you put your problems on hold. And that's what's holding you back, you know? So, but in general, though, you're a very great person. People love you. People respect you. People honor you. People just want to praise you. But it's like, you're not meant to be praised in that manner all the time. Like, people overdo it a little bit. That's another reason, like, you might need to be careful because you might let people in a little too close because you really can feel people, right? You can feel them and you understand where they're coming from. So when they make a mistake, you don't even count it against them. You already know, like, wow, I already know you didn't mean to hurt me. It's fine, you know. But it doesn't mean that they're not going to hurt you again. You're still getting hurt at the end of the day, right? And so that's another reason why it's like you have to learn from your own mistakes. Like, talk to yourself, get yourself through things. People are going to be people. If you have a gift, people are going to come after that shit. It doesn't matter if it's material or spiritual or, you know, emotional, whatever. People are going to feel your energy. They feel like it's something there. They're going to be attached to it. They're going to be attracted to it. And so you have to be aware of what your gifts are so that you know how much of it to give out to people, and also how much of it to reserve and hold in for yourself so that you can be straight too, you know? Because then if you're not taking care of yourself, how could you even take care of other people? If that's so much of your passion, if that's really what you want to do, you know, how are you going to be able to do that if you're not taking care of you? You're low on energy, you know? It's impossible. So that's what I have for pound number 3. I appreciate y'all for tuning in. I hope it really resonated with y'all. Please like the video, subscribe, and comment if it resonated, okay? If you would like to book a personal reading to get more detail about this situation, contact me on Instagram at LanayTheDrug or email me. All that information is in the description box. Also, feel free to leave a donation or a tip. Also, I appreciate all donations and tips. My Cash App is in the description box at LanayTheDrug as well. And yeah, I will see y'all in my next video, okay? Bye-bye.